Centre is an incredibly special building. So it was the home of Emmeline Pankhurst and her family. The birthplace of the suffragettes is right here. The very first political meeting of the suffragettes took place in 1903 in the parlour in this building. And what we really have wanted to do with our new exhibition interpretation is to tell that story of how this came about. In Gallery 1, we really want to tell the story of the Pankhursts here at home in Manchester. This was a domestic space, but it was a domestic space that was really underpinned by the experience of radical Manchester at the time. In Gallery 2, it's taking that story on. So, what kind of happened next from this idea of radical Manchester, the campaign and how it took place. We've also included facts of things which have happened after that and the progress which has been slowly fought for and won over the years, but also all the things that are still to be done. They then can walk into the parlour, and the parlour is where this first meeting took place in 1903. It's set up as the parlour might have been at the time, so we really want people to get that sense of this can happen in somewhere as mundane as a domestic space. A movement which can change the world can happen there. So in our exhibition space here, we have our Remembering Resistance timeline, which brings the story up to modern day. This building wasn't just about a particular moment which happened in 1903 with the suffragettes. It's continued to be a really important space of women's activism in Manchester. In the 1970s, this building had fallen into disrepair. It was threatened with demolition in 1979, and it was going to be, like many of the houses in this area, it was going to be demolished and replaced with a building for the hospital. But a group of women activists kind of stood up and said, no, that's not okay. After a really long, hard-fought campaign, which took years and years, the building was listed, and finally in the 90s it was opened as the Pankhurst Centre, which is obviously a heritage space, but it's also a community space as well. It's always been a centre for women of Manchester to come here to take part in activities and to be part of community of activism. And in fact, we continue that legacy today. So the Pankhurst Trust incorporates Manchester Women's Aid. Women's activism kind of is very much ingrained in the fabric of this building. And we really hope that visitors are going to come along, they're going to be inspired by it, but they're also going to be inspired to carry on with us on our journey as we kind of continue finding out more and revealing more as well.